Good morning. It's a Monday. I don't know which is worse, the computer or the live. Yeah, I'm so tired. I'm trying to remember when I went to town. I think it was Wednesday. Or was it Thursday? I remember, I think it was Thursday. It was Thursday. Yeah, oh, garden. That you have stuff now to put on top of the garden. And if Mom wasn't mowing right now, I'd take you outside and show. So we're going to have to wait a wee bit before we head outside. Finally, one of the few, I think we already have 6 really nice Memorial Day weekends. So that was really nice. So I got, it was, Friday. I'm trying to remember what I did. So I think it was Thursday. I did some stuff outside. To remember, then Friday I got out into the bulb bed on the side of the house and made that look like it's a flower garden and not like a random patch. Nothing. Surrounded by what is tall enough to be hay at that point. Got that sorted. Got the soily mulchy stuff. Oh, I'm sore. My butt's a little on the sore side. With that done. On Friday. Saturday I got into the little raised bed, which is just kind of bent. It has a spearmint and a mint in it, and a bunch of grass. So I put down some ground cloth as a barrier to weeds, but it didn't really prevent them from growing, but I was able to rip it off. So I just ripped up the barrier cloth, and the stupid grass stuff came with it. So that was made life really easy. So I just had to rip that off. Otherwise, that would have took a lot longer too. I'm also very pollinated, so I'm all puffing stuff. It's tree season, and pollen has come to Montana. So got that done. And look, it's really pretty. I found these. I was walking around looking for something to use as a barrier border on the bulbs to kind of keep the grass from encroaching. I mean, the grass is just encroaches, period. But kind of create a barrier there, and I didn't see anything. But I found 4 wagon wheel rims from the wagon that's decaying. You can barely tell it's there anymore. In the front yard. I grabbed those. That could be a cute design feature in the pollinator garden. And you want it to kind of look cute when it's not doing anything either. So grab those, put one around each fin and then one in the middle. So I planted yarrow and bachelor buttons and then some cosmos in there. I'm kind of playing around with some of Mom's rocks in the garden. I think I can go, I put some smaller ones in, but I think I can go bigger because I think bigger is going to be better as far as not losing them. So got that done. Planted it on Sunday. And then I thought I had to refeed my weed whacker, but I did not. And if you're buying like a weed whacker, Mom, the outside was Dad's realm when he was alive, and we kept it his realm for as long as we could because that was his thing, and it made him feel good that he got to do that. But Parkinson's progressed, blah blah blah. So when he died, we're like clueless about like anything, any of that kind of lawn shit. So we ended up with a steel gas powered Moto Mix, whatever. We had 2 years, and the third year it wouldn't start for me. That was last summer. I got it started I think 2 or 3 times, and really that was like after a lot of work, and no weed whacking happened. So we finally broke down, and one place in town had Milwaukee battery powered ones, not electric, really battery powered whacker on sale. So we went and bought one, because the steel is probably good. It probably just needs to be serviced, but really it's like you cram it into the back of the van, drive it in, get it serviced, paid for it. It's a big pita. It's a big pain. And this year I pulled out my Milwaukee battery powered weed whacker, and you're done, it looks like it. Because I thought I had to feed it, so I wanted to just get it ready. It was really the goal, but I did more. So I did. It was already fed. I was so excited. No. Oh, come on, finally picked it up. Oh, that was annoying. So yeah, and then I wasn't gonna weed whack for very long. Yeah, and you know what I did? I weed whacked for an hour yesterday, and then I went and did some deadlifts. Now I'm so tired. I cannot tell you how freaking tired I am. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. Very freaking tired. And it's been a while since done some deadlifts, so I'm a little on the sore side too. Trash. Don't you need you anymore? I'm really tired. There's a lot of activity over the weekend. I still have a lot to do. I want to get grass on the raised beds will grow up on the sides, so you're constantly fighting it. And frankly, I have not done anything for years. I was having a thistle problem at one point, and so I just let them go fallow. I put down newspaper, and I put down some ground cloth, and then I put bark on it. Like, take that, weeds. So I'm gonna open a part of the main bed, which I want to plant some lettuce again this year, which goes really well here. So, bet that's nowhere. We'll take you out either today or tomorrow, depending. I think we're going to town tomorrow. I'm gonna go finish making my liminal playlist with Florence and the Machine, all of it. Florence and the Machine and Squirrel right now are where I'm at. Some Alan Parsons still. Those are the 3 groups for eclipse season for me. So yeah, talk to you later. We're outdoors. Apple tree, too many blossoms. We want a bad year, seriously. Really want a bad year. But I'm heading over to I have my socks. Weed whacking socks in hand. Need to go back out to the garage, but I never managed to get out on Monday because I was lazy. No, I wasn't lazy. I was extremely knackered. There was a big difference between feeling lazy and really tired from weed whacking and deadlift. So this is where I started the weed whacking. It's not perfect, but this is the garden. We've been out here before. You've seen I did not knock down the dandelion areas or the violets. But, Reagan, I was doing good. I think it's grown since yesterday. I think we got some growth here. Hey, see? This tiny, those little things, growth. Yay! Oregano transplants. It's a volunteer. The yard has volunteers of oregano. And there's a Penelope. I love Penelope. So this one really used to just look a mess like that one. I need to get into this one tomorrow. Not having it today. It's way too warm. Hey, get out of the flower bed. Cats, no respect. But yeah, so this was all weedy a couple days ago. I probably should give it a good water before it's too hot. Moved my bench. And I'm just so happy about these. You have no idea. These are the first chives anyone has gotten to overwinter. They're in a pot and they're blooming. They're really happy. Garage is coming up. Super stoked about that. Tomorrow I want to get into this half of the garden and get the weeds out because I haven't done in years. Literally nothing in the garden for years. And I have 2 plants that need to go in. I accidentally bought another lavender. Get out of the garden. Out, out, out. A lavender instead of a rosemary. Go play with your catnip. Look at that cute key. This one's coming back. It looks like nothing. There's our thyme. Some several that reseeded. Catnip. Some dead stuff. A kind of sad looking, not rosemary, lavender, but it seems to be doing better than last year, so something is fluffing. I'm not sure what. Yeah, the yard. Service berries are blooming. Should it be? Or a fly? Rhubarb's going way over there. Lovage is always going. This stuff, when I was gardening intensively and it got watered with the garden, it would be up to the eaves of the garage. It was so tall. It still gets pretty tall, but not as bad. How's my little cave friend doing? We have a fence around the garden because, oh, butterfly. Butterfly, can't see it because of deer. I used to have the bench under this tree and then the ants invaded it and kind of got icky. So I moved it over here. We usually have wood there in the winter, but that's okay, we can move it. Yeah. There's another apple tree over there. They're wild apple trees, so they I don't know where they came from. They were here when we moved. And that one's more of a crab apple tree. The one over there is more eating size. And they're very, very tart, but they are good apples. There's sweetness to them. So I did the bulbs over the weekend. First thing I did was this bed. So you can tell it's a flower garden now. And then the deer promptly came and yeah, chomped some of the heads off of the lilies. And then I put up the electric fence. I may need to do one more layer. I'm hoping. I think they did some more. They didn't touch the lilies last year. It's a war this year. Because we have one deer that ate every flower head. Every flower. Every flower. He had right on off. Ate. Except for, she didn't like the daylilies that year. She ate. What she ate? She ate the... Say hi to my dead tree again. This is easy spot to stop. She ate the, I don't know what they're called, but they're pretty purple wildflower. All of them. She ate all of them. All the heads off. She ate the foxgloves. She ate, I mean, any flower she could get. She ate. She ate. The tops off, just the flowers. So you get no flowers because of the damn deer. That one. Just one deer. So, sure, I'm kind of setting up some electric perimeters. Hi, Penelope. I'm recording, Penelope. Yeah, Penelope don't care. But electric fencing. We had horses, so we have it around because of having horses in the past. So yeah, I'm trying to film here. Cat butt in the face. Ooh, yeah. You so lovable. Okay, someone's gonna be naughty. Don't fall off. Don't fall off, Roly Poly Cat. She has fallen off before. Look at her go. Look at her go. Squirmy, squirmy. She started out there. Oh, she's going back over. It's a rock, kitty. Don't fall off. Don't fall off, little girl. Welcome to Thursday. Oh boy. Usually I take a rest day on Thursday because I do weights the day before. And today, when I was filling up the berry supply in the house, I kind of forgot this and got some berries ready to make a smoothie. So I just worked out today. It was a little tiring after weights. And the reason why I take the Thursday off is after a big weight day, it's nice to have some recuperation. But oh well, we'll change it this week. But on the bride's side, I'm done with Beyond Flexibles. Front split focus for now, because Karen says do 4 weeks. So I did 4 weeks. I'm really happy I'm done with it. So far, front splits do not feel anywhere near good as working on the middle split pancake one. So I'm going to do that as my emphasis for the next 4 weeks. Yeah, so got out in the garden, got rid of some grass on the side of the main raised bed. Planted the 2 plants that need to go in, the lavender and the winter savory this morning. So I'm ready for the protein shake. I feel like I need it. And I usually drink one anyways, but I really feel like I need it at the moment. I can tell it's summer because we're unseasonably hot here too. So it's like we've kind of, June is kind of a weird month up here because it's kind of spring and it can kind of be summer. So it really depends on the year and which part, but we're really hot. We're like 80s, 90s, and that's way too hot for June. Eastern part of the strait's also really dry. Not good. Lots of fire danger already, and it's not good. We don't want that. We want no fire danger. We want nice weather interspersed by raininess. Because June often is a very rainy month here. It's hence the kind of more spring-like weather than summer-like. But not this year. But yeah, deer attacked the daylilies some more. Mom didn't think she got the battery that powers the electric fence fully on the other night, so stupid dude. They haven't done anything to lucifers, so hopefully we'll get some lucifers. They're decimating the larger daylilies, and I don't know if the small ones are gonna bloom, but they have expanded this year, excitingly. So all of them really, I'm quite happy, except Glads, and most of those got fooled. But I'm really happy. I think I'm gonna do middle splits, and middle splits, like front splits, have never. I mean, like not like ow, I'm hurting myself, but it never has that yummy aspect that the middle split emphasis pancake has. Yeah, I don't know why. Same with back bends. You get that same yummy feeling of stretching that front body. Front splits, not so much. But also, when I think about it, most people like find the front splits easier to get and the middle harder, and oh, little kitty's having love. Come on, work. Good job, Facebook. But last time I had my splits, I got my middle splits first. Yay. Nice protein shake. A mustache. But I got my middle splits, and then transitioned. I pivoted into my front splits, which most people don't do. So that body, yeah, everyone's body's a little different, and so yeah. But probably will. I'm just kind of tired. It's Thursday. I'm not even gonna pretend. I'm gonna think about tomorrow. Yeah, I'm not even pretending I'm gonna film tomorrow. And it's a big plan of like weed whacking, doing some yoga, working on my L-sits. I'm working on L-sits. I kind of like the L-sit. I haven't really done them. I hadn't done them before. Not that I could properly do one, mind you. Just so you know, I cannot properly do one. I can get my butt off the floor, and I can lift one foot, and then I can lift the other foot, and I can kind of paralyzed mermaid myself into a 1 second L-sit. As my legs flip up, and then they immediately flip down like a paralyzed mermaid. Because that's exactly what I feel like when I do these kind of things. So, what the hell, Georgia? Georgia just banned discussions involving race and white supremacy from taking place in the classroom. But are they going back to what I had in the 70s and 80s? Because, I mean, we did discuss that the Civil War and the slaves were freed. That's about it. Some things were really kind of confusing. And one thing was interesting, like, until I read the Bronte sister, the Bronte, well, family, really. The Bronte's biography, but I can't remember who it is. It's somewhere. I don't know where the book is right now. No one ever really, because we tend to teach history out of context, frankly. It's like isolated incidents here and there. We don't teach in a context, or context and understanding how does this actually impact you? How did this show up in England and in colonial America? Things like that. So, like, separation of church and state. The thing I never realized, because it was never taught this, that, like, CFE, Church of England, everyone paid into it. Okay, so if you're paying into a church that's not even yours, that's not even on the side of the ocean, then you're maintaining basically a church on the other side of the ocean. Or becomes a really big idea. Big deal. And especially for population who did move out of England because they thought the CFE was a little too, Catholic and popish. Those papists. Too papist for them, you know. I just found this. I've been looking for this. Sad note. But you don't realize they don't teach how to, as it in England. You were taxed. You were tithed for that Church of England. Oh, like, whoa. Even if you didn't belong to it. And I learned this from reading about the Brontes because their father was a clergyman for C of E. Things you learn when you read books. So read books, because all of a sudden I'm like, okay. So just beyond the whole fact of like having the bunch of Puritans trying to rule the world puritanically, which is what they came over here for, so they could practice their religion their own way and make everyone else do the same thing. It makes a lot of sense. So those Puritans who came over who don't like the CE as a colony were probably still paying into the Church of England also. It was very like, ooh, okay, wow. Never thought of it this way, because I don't pay into the Church of England. We don't pay into any church. And yeah, so yeah, interesting. Okay, total ramble there. And all because of Georgia State Board of Education and the racists. Yeah. By the time I got to college, my second round, Black people, Native Americans, women, all had a paragraph on the same page. And I don't even think it was a full page. I think there was half page of a picture there. It's pretty freaking pathetic. Oh yeah, history is so interesting, and they teach it so poorly in school. It's just like, no wonder why people hate history, because school just, it's so boring. But yeah, we'll just have kind of cracked. The door goes back and forth. Yeah, not pretending to film on Friday, so I'm just gonna sign off. Yeah, no, go away. Just no updates ever again. Well, okay, I'll update some year, but I don't know when that is. I am totally rambling, so I'm gonna get off. Not filming Friday. Just gonna be go weed whack and do my yoga practice. And Saturday, probably collapse as a rest day. Okay, everyone, see you next week. A wonderful, wonderful weekend. And go out there and be the love in the world, because you can do it.